Good morning, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our webinar, one of the webinars organized by the Association of Global Universities. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself, and then I will tell you a few words about the program for today. So my name is Elena Bayarska, and I represent the project office of the Russian Scholarship Project. The agenda for today is the following one. I will start with a brief presentation, an overview of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project, and later on, I will give the floor to our guest speaker representing People's Friendship University of Russia, Ekaterina Martina. Ekaterina, welcome. And together with me and Ekaterina, we have my esteemed colleagues from the project office. They are here for you. And as you can see, we have our meeting chat. And during this hour, approximately 1 hour, you will have a good opportunity to ask questions, whatever question may arise pertaining to the stages of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project, rules of participation, and many more things. There's only one rule that we try to stick to. The meeting chat is for questions only. So please do not exchange any personal information or emails or anything like that. So we will try to do our best and take as many questions as we can from you. So we are here for you, and my colleagues from the project office and I myself, and of course Ekaterina, will try and answer as many questions as we can. So without any further delay, I'm going to share my screen and start my presentation. Okay, so let's see if you can see my presentation. Here it is, share. So I'm sure you can see the presentation, and I will just go to the full screen mode. Okay, there we are. So the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project 2024, and as I said, it is organized by the Association of Global Universities, uniting virtually the best universities in Russia. So the Open Doors competition has been organized for 7 years already by the Association of Global Universities in close collaboration with the government of the Russian Federation, represented by the Ministry of Science and Higher Education of Russia and Россотрудничество. So 7 years, it's quite a history, I would say. And during these 7 years, thousands of international students have taken part in the competition, and thousands have become winners of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project and have come and studied in Russia. So you may ask, why the Russian Scholarship Project? Why the Open Doors? And the answer is quite easy to reply and very simple. So first of all, the Open Doors Project Scholarship covers the full course of education, 4 years for the bachelor degree programs, 5 years for specialist, and the same for masters and so on. So you don't have to pay anything at all because the scholarship covers all your educational expenses. And on top of this, of course, if you feel that you would like to perfect your Russian language skills, then the Open Doors Scholarship also covers 1 complementary year of intensive Russian language training. And it's done particularly to make sure that if you have chosen, for instance, a degree program which is run in Russian, then you may feel like perfecting your Russian language skills before you continue your education in the degree program of your choice. So there's no participation fee also, so you don't have to pay anything to take part in the Open Doors project. And of course, the format is very convenient because all stages of the Open Doors competition are held online. So the Open Doors project is held online completely. So what do the winners get? As I said, the winners, of course, enjoy tuition-free education in the chosen degree program, which is taught, as I said, either in English or in Russian. And these two languages are also the working languages of the Open Doors competition. Then a complementary year of intensive Russian language training if needed. And then, of course, if when you've come to Russia, you certainly will enjoy a high quality of education in one of the leading Russian universities. And of course, I am sure you will enjoy a vibrant student life and modern campus environment because all our universities have very comfortable modern campuses. So a few words about the terminology that we have been using during these 7 years and also the terminology that I am going to use today in my presentation. So we have 4 tracks: bachelor's, master's, doctoral and postdoctoral. And postdoctoral, the postdoctoral track is a novelty of this year. Then another important term that you may have noticed already, it's a subject area, and a subject area is sort of an umbrella term for a set of programs, degree programs, having the same fundamental or theoretical basis. Winners, it's quite easy to understand who the winners are. Winners are those who ranked the highest on the lists of all participants of the Open Doors competition. And runners-up, there's another important term, I would say, a runner-up or runners-up. These are participants who also ranked quite high on the lists of all participants, but not high enough to become one of the winners. But it's a very important term because life is life and things happen. And one of the winners, for one reason or another, may still decide not to come and not to enjoy the opportunity to study tuition free in Russia. And in this case, runners-up will take this vacancy and enjoy the same rights as the winners. So here are the 4 terms that I wanted to tell you about. So tracks, as you already know, that there are no formal requirements, specific formal requirements as to your participation in one of the 4 tracks. And the only formal requirement is your certificates of education, which is to be obtained no later than the summer of 2024. And today we're holding our seminar for prospective bachelor students, bachelor track participants, and there's only one requirement. It's your GCSE certificate, which is a complete certificate of general secondary education. And for masters, if we have prospective master students, it's a high degree, a degree of higher education, at least that of a bachelor. And you can also see on this slide formal requirements when it comes to the degree of education of the doctoral and postdoctoral tracks. Okay, and here are the 14 subject areas of 2024. And as you can see, the variety of subject areas is quite rich. And it ranges from business and management, biology and biotechnology, engineering technology, clinical medicine, urbanism and civil studies, physical and technical sciences, economics and econometrics, linguistics and modern languages, and many, many more. And there's one very important note that I would like to draw your attention to. For instance, you may try and apply, maybe you have already applied, to take for your participation in 2 subject areas. For instance, you may choose business and management and then a related area, for instance, economic and econometrics. Or, for instance, another option, biology and biotechnology and clinical medicine and public health. So that means in practice that you will have to take part in 2 competitions. So you will have to write 2 tests and submit 2 separate portfolios during stage number 1, and of course take part, as I said, in 2 competitions, take 2 online tests during the second stage. But If you are lucky and if you have become one of the winners in both subject areas, you will have to ultimately choose only one of them, and you will receive a scholarship which covers only one degree program in one subject area. So it's a very important observation. Okay, and stages. The number of stages varies depending on your track. Um, for the bachelor and master's tracks, there are two stages. The first stage is a portfolio competition, and the second stage is an online test. Three stages for the doctoral track. There's another stage, which is an interview with potential research supervisors and or doctoral track managers, and three stages also in the postdoctoral tracks. But for prospective bachelor students, there are two stages: portfolio competition and, of course, an online test. Okay, so portfolio. So everything is quite easy to understand. So the requirements are here on this slide. So the structure of the portfolio is very simple. First of all, it's your certificate of education, a letter of motivation, a motivation letter, and of course the achievement section. Letter of motivation. There are again no requirements when it comes to the structure of your letter of motivation. So you can actually write as many words as you feel you need to use to explain your reasons or your rationale for coming to Russia, for your participation in the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project. So feel free to use as many words as you feel like using, explaining your decision to come and study in Russia. Probably you may feel like describing the reasons for the choice of this particular subject area that you would like to specialize. And of course, the achievement section, and there the principle is very easy to understand. The more the better. The more certificates, the more diplomas, the more information about your academic achievements you upload, the higher your score is. And usually we have a question from our participants from the previous webinars, whether this or that score for the portfolio competition is enough or not, or whether this or that score for the entrance test is enough or not. So the scores will be announced in November. And also on this slide, you see a very important date. The first date to remember, November the 20th, which is the date, the deadline of your portfolio submission. Very soon, time is flying really fast. The entrance test, I know that many of you have already taken the entrance test and you know the structure of the test. And just for your information, you can have 3 attempts to pass this test, and only the best result will be taken into account. So everything is there for you to feel comfortable when taking part in the stages, in the rounds of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Competition. So the results of the first stage will be published in your personal accounts on December the 2nd, 2024. No need to look for ranking lists or your scores anywhere. So no need to Google or search the internet for your results. So everything will be published in your personal accounts, of course, after your registration. So, and in general, your personal account is your channel of communication with the project office, with the organizers of the Russian Scholarship Project, because all your results, all the announcements, all the important information will be sent to your personal account. And it's very convenient, again, very convenient for you to communicate with the organizers and to learn about your progress. So stage number 2, which we call a problem-solving challenge, which is, of course, an online test. This online test is organized in a proctored form. So there's a system of proctoring, which means that before you take part, in the second stage, before you take the test, the online test, you will have to register for your participation in this stage and upload some additional documents, and you will be informed about it. And also you will find information about pertaining to the details of the second stage in the rules of participation on our website, which I'm going to comment a bit later during my presentation. So having registered, you will be able to choose to select the dates on which you can take this test. And again, the main dates of the tests, of tests, are in December. As you can see, December the 5th to December the 7th, these are the main dates of testing of the second stage. So during these dates, you can choose a time slot which is convenient for you, and take this test during this time slot. If you have applied to participate in 2 subject areas, still the dates are the same. And very often we have a question from our participants: how do I manage? Because for these 2 subject areas, the main date is, for instance, the 5th of December or the 6th of December. How do I manage? So a day is 24 hours, and I'm sure you can find 2 comfortable time slots for you, and I'm absolutely sure that you can take these 2 tests on the same date. Very important thing is that for each subject area, there's only one date on which you take this test. But once again, life is sometimes unpredictable and things happen. So theoretically speaking, there is an opportunity of having a reserve date. But of course, you will have to inform the project office very much in advance, with very much prior notice, about your circumstances which are beyond your control. And of course, having informed the project office, you will be able to have a reserve date for your test. But please keep in mind that you have to stay in touch with the project office. Third stage, this is mainly for participants of the master's track and sorry, for the postdoctoral, doctoral tracks. And ultimately, this is all about interviews, up to 3 interviews with potential research supervisors and postgraduate track managers. The duration of the interview is half an hour, and that's enough to meet your potential research supervisors, to talk to them and see if your research interests coincide, if you're interested in the same scientific problems, and do research. So the idea behind the interviews is, of course, to see if you can do research in a field that also corresponds to the research interests of your potential research supervisors. So you can see the day of the interviews in January 29th, and the most important date, of course, is end of February, February 21st, the 21st of February, when the winners will be announced. So how do we define who the winners are? So the winners are those who rank the highest after all the stages of the competition. So another question which we always get from our participants is how to prepare for the second test, and whether the second stage test, whether it is difficult or not, how do I understand my level, and the related issues. So I will show you in a second the website, which I'm sure you already visited, of the Open Doors competition. And there, under this section subjects, you will find 2 types of material. First of all, syllabuses or syllabi, which we also call programs. These are Word documents describing the theoretical content of your subject areas, with the topics, subtopics, names of laws, types of equations, and so on and so forth. And also references and reading lists in English and in Russian in the 2 working languages of the Open Doors competition, and also references to online courses also in English and in Russian. Another type, or the other type of material, is another Word document, which is a demo or a sample test. And this test, I would strongly recommend you to try your hand at doing this test, taking this test and just seeing what to expect, learning what to expect during the second stage of the Open Doors competition. And the structure of the test for all subject areas is also very easy to understand. There are tasks or problems of 3 levels: entry, intermediate, and advanced. And for each level, you will be awarded a different number of points. So then, when you have completed your second stage or third stage for the doctoral track and postdoctoral track, then all the scores for all stages will be summed up, and ranking lists of participants will be formed. And of course, the winners are those, as I said, who rank the highest on this list. So wait a sec, I will show you our website. Here it is, and then I will go back. So this is the website of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project. One click to open all doors. And I would like to draw your attention to the menu bar, which is here, and hopefully you can see it. So I will comment very briefly on the section. So in the section about, you will find all the recordings of all the webinars and the presentations of all universities, which we have had already, and which we will have till the end of November or early December during the preparation of this webinar. So you will have everything, all the video recordings there. And it's also a good idea to check different universities and to watch their presentations. News is news. Then I told you about the rules. The rules are here, rules of participation in English and in Russian, and you can check the rules and a very detailed description of each stage, virtually step by step, what to be done, what is to be done during each stage, the dates of the announcements of the results, and many, many more details pertaining to the organization and holding of the Open Doors competition. Then universities. This is a very important section where you can find the logos of all the universities participating in the Russian scholarship in the Open Doors project this year. And if you click on this icon, and here, this is how it looks. If you click on each of these icons, you will end up on the landing page of these universities, and the pages, the websites of our universities are in many languages. Definitely all are in English and in Russian. And many universities, for instance, People's Friendship University of Russia, have their websites in more than 2 languages. People's Friendship University, if I'm not mistaken, their website has been translated into 5 languages. So it's very easy to look for information, to find information, to search for degree programs, and so on. So under the subjects, here, under the subjects, you will find preparation materials and also a demo test. The schedule is under the schedule, very easy, no need to remember or jot down the dates from my presentation or from the presentations of our guest speakers, so everything is there. And also a very important section which is called support, and this is the section, this is another communication channel that you can use to ask questions, to ask for assistance and contact the project office. So I'm going back, and this is how the syllabus, a typical syllabus, looks like. As you can see, here is a description of major topics, mega topics, and then subtopics like automation and control systems, topics in physics, electricity, some basic laws, types of connections, and so on. And this is a screenshot of a typical test in engineering and technology. You can see a very detailed explanation, how many points, how many tasks, and then you can see the type of task, entry level, and then 1 point is awarded. And also you can have a very good idea of what tasks are like. This is another screenshot that I have prepared for you, just to see how easy it is to find to find out whether this or that university has this or that degree program. Usually, if you click on the landing page on these icons of the universities, if you click on each of them, you will find their website in English, and under generally speaking, under two sections, either education or then admission, you will find something like that. You will find a full list of degree programs with the language of instruction specified. Like here you see bachelor degree programs taught in Russian. And if you click on that, you will have like a full list of bachelor degree programs in Russian. And also in English, master degree programs, PhD for medical students, residency training, and you will see something like that. So it's very easy to find this information. Just check the websites of the universities, because of course we cannot cover and we cannot tell you like which university has which programs, whether these programs are run in English or in Russian. Of course we can, if you for one reason or another you could not find this info, we can assist you in that. But it's very easy to choose. If you surf the internet, if you click on the icon of one of the universities, 24 universities this year, and have a look at the list of programs and the language of instruction. This is a very important email address which you can use, and I'm sure many of you have already used it. This is the email address of the Open Doors Project Office, where my colleagues and I are always ready to answer your questions if you have any. And that was the end of my presentation, and I stop sharing. And then I will try and answer the questions, and I will join my colleagues from the project office in the meeting chat. And without any further delay, I would like now to give the floor to our guest speaker, representing, again, one of the best universities in Russia, the university located in Moscow, the capital of our country, Ekaterina Martina. Ekaterina, can you hear me? Yes, I can see you. So it's over to you now, and you can take the stage. Welcome, Ekaterina.
I hope that you can see me.
Yes,
I
yeah,
hope that you can hear me. One second.
Yes.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, thank you. Just full screen, and that's it.
So.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great. So I'm a representative of People's Friendship University of Russia, named after Patrice Lumumba. Our university is situated in Moscow, in the capital of our great country, capital of Russia. And our mission is uniting people of different cultures by knowledge. RUDN University creates leaders to make the world better. We are global, over 200,000 graduates, more than 16 faculties, institutes, and academy, and the high school, and over 200 laboratories. Here are our faculties, institutes, academy, and high school, Faculty of Science, of Economics, Philology, Humanities and Social Sciences, institutes, Institute of Medicine, Law Institute, Agrarian and Technological Institute, of Foreign Languages, of Ecology, World Economy and Business, Institute of the Russian Language, where students can learn Russian language, Institute of Foreign Economic Security and Customs, Academy of Engineering. There we have construction program, architecture, and a lot of different programs, High School of Management. Here are all our most popular fields of study among international applicants in 2023 last year: general medicine, economics, dentistry, linguistics, oil and gas engineering, construction, international relations, management, legal studies, philology, psychology, journalism, advertising, and public relations. Our training opportunities. practice-oriented tracks, a degree in translation, regardless of the field of study, 12 languages. Learning foreign languages allows students to gain a qualification of certified translator from 1, 2, or 3 languages. RUDN University offers its students 12 foreign languages for learning: traditional European, Eastern, Chinese, Arabic, and also Russian as a foreign language. And we have more than 70 programs in foreign languages: English, French, Spanish, Chinese. And also I would like to introduce new faculty of artificial intelligence, faculty for directions, fundamental informatics and information technology. So all this information you can see at our website, rudn.ru. So if you don't speak Russian language or don't speak sufficient enough, so we can offer learning Russian language online. It's a RUDN digital preparatory faculty. It's our own educational platform, interactive study packs, simulators, digital textbooks, games, individual learning track, one for lesson, a group and one-to-one classes, various programs and modules. Learning Russian language, so subjects and disciplines: Russian and general studies, mathematics, information science, chemistry, biology, physics, history, social studies, and literature. About our science, more than 200 laboratories, more than 40 research and academic centers. About campus, RUDN University campus is a real city in the city: academic and housing buildings, sport facilities, and several stadiums, a clinic, library, a culture center, numerous cafes for any taste are within walking distance on the territory of 50 hectares. The heart of the campus is the fountains, the students' favorite area for walking. The campus is situated on the highest point of Moscow and is surrounded with the park. And it takes about 20 minutes to get to the center of the capital. There are no borders for RUDN University students. Exchange and training programs, joint degree programs with foreign institutes of education and international conferences, summer schools and training. The geography of educational and scientific cooperation of RUDN University is broad. Over 200 agreements have been signed with CIS, Asian, Middle East, African, and Latin American educational institution. Since 2007, RUDN University graduates have been receiving a European diploma supplement, recognizing all over the world. I would like to tell you about that more than 200,000 RUDN University graduates work in 170 countries of the world. One can find presidents, prime ministers, scientists, and businessmen, public figures among them. The university takes notice of its former students' careers, keep in touch with them. Every year, on the 5th February, the RUDN University graduates gather in Moscow to celebrate the birthday of their alma mater. And also, I would like to tell you about the program. This program, I think, will be interested for winners and prize winners of Open Doors Olympiad. RUDN Brilliant Student Scholarship. So if you become student of our university, you can take part in the RUDN Brilliant Students competition. And if you win this competition, you can gain 24,000 rubles every month. 25,000 rubles is about $250 for per 1 month. So, and this is all that I would like to tell you. And if you have questions or if you want to get the presentation, so you can write us to all our emails. So if you're from Asian countries, so you can contact asia@rudn.ru, and so you can see all these contacts on this slide. So thank you. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you very much, Ekaterina, for your presentation. Do you think you could go back to the page with the list of two things, with the list of degree programs for our participants to see once again? And then this is question number one, because probably we should show this list once again. And then next question is, which is also a very frequent question that which we get from our participants. So it's accommodation on campus. And the third thing is it possible to sort of work and study? Because this is also a very frequent question. And I know that many universities answered positively, gave a positive answer to this question, but all universities stressed the difficulty of combining work and study, because of course the major task is to get a degree and to excel academically. And still, I have another question to you, which is also one of the very frequent questions. So once again, list of degree programs, and also is it possible to work and study, and maybe the scholarship that you pay, and does it depend on academic excellence like in many other universities? So these questions.
So about work and study, yes, it's possible.
Let's start with that. Yes.
It's possible, of course, to work and study for foreign students, but of course, don't forget that it's very difficult to combine work, job, and study, especially if you choose general medicine or dentistry. Because if you choose general medicine, so I think it will be impossible for you to work, because it's very difficult program, as you understand. So if you decide to be a doctor. So about the scholarship, so yes, I have already told you about the RUDN Brilliant Student Scholarship. So you should become a student of our university, then you can take part in this competition. And if you win, if you have good marks, so you can maybe you will win this competition and you will get 25,000 rubles per 1 month. It's about $250 per 1 month. So of course, this is not all our bachelor degree programs. So you can check our website rudn.ru, and there you will see all the list of our bachelor degree programs. Or you can send email. This is the list of our emails, and ask, so we will send you the presentation and all the necessary links to our website.
Okay, thank you, Ekaterina. There's another question. Do you provide accommodation?
Of course, we provide accommodation. It's about from $50 per till $200 per 1 month. So students should pay for the accommodation. It's not for free. So this Open Doors scholarship, Open Doors Olympia this program doesn't cover accommodation.
Okay, thank you very much. But as far we all know, accommodation on campuses is very, very, very affordable. So it's really the monthly allowance that you get from universities definitely covers your accommodation on campus. There are two questions to you. General medicine. So do you have a program in general medicine, and whether it is taught in English? And then soft engineering.
Winners and prize winners. So there are Russian language program are available for winners and prize winners of the Olympiads. So first of all, you should, if you don't speak Russian language, you should study at the preparatory faculty, learn Russian language. Then you can join general medicine or dentistry in Russian language.
So you have medical programs, medical
Yes, of
degrees
medical
as well.
programs. Yes, dentistry, general medicine, pharmacy in Russian language.
Only in Russians, okay? Because the question was whether you have it, you have this program in English. So that means that I am answering to one of the participants. You will have to take a preparatory course
Preparatory
first.
course, yes.
Yes, before you enroll in this program.
Yeah.
Okay, and psychology. There's another question about psychology, and then soft engineering and computer science at your university.
Of course, RUDN University provides computer science and psychology in Russian
And
language.
okay, very good. So there was another question. Wait a sec. Yeah, extracurricular activities. So what do students do after they finish their studies during the day? Maybe clubs or buddy programs. So how do students feel? Do they feel immediately at home, or do you have a buddy program at your university?
So I will show you this slide. So of course they can do different activities. So we have national student associations, exhibitions, days and weeks of national culture, exhibitions of souvenirs and national costumes, acquaintance with national traditions, master classes, how to cook national dishes according the traditional recipes, playing national instruments, music and dance of the people of the world. So of course they can dance, they can sing, they can do sports, and we have the intro club. Yes, here are the information about sports attraction, and we have a famous intro club where students can sing, dance, and play chess. And yes, we have various. We have a number ways of activities, and not only sports. Not only sport.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ekaterina. So could you please scan our meeting chats? I will give you some time because I'm going to comment on some of the questions and show the website once again, because I can see from the meeting chat that questions keep coming about the second stage of the preparation for the test. So I'm going to show it once again, and then I will give the floor to you once again for your maybe for your final concluding remarks about today's session. Okay.
Okay,
So I
thank
will
you.
be back to you, and I'm going to show once again some slides of my presentation. Maybe some of the participants join us a bit later. So the syllabuses and how to prepare, I'm sure you can see once again my screen, and I will show one particular slide from my presentation. Here it is, and from the current slide. Wait a sec. Here we are. So if you want to prepare for the second round, the test, the online test, please check the website once again. So you go to the subject section, and there you will find something like that. You will find syllabuses, and they look like that. So what I advise you to do, I advise you to go to the subject section and click on the subject area, and under the subject area you will see a very detailed description of the theoretical content, which is essential, which is very important for your preparation for the test. So you can just tick each for yourself, of course, tick all the topics and check which topics are new, which topics you know best, which topics will still have to be reviewed in order to better prepare for the test. And the tests are also there for each subject area. And as I said, so those people who are behind the design of the test, the designers, test designers, so they actually try to be as explicit, as clear to understand as it's possible. So at the very beginning of each test, you will have a number of tasks. So I made a screenshot of engineering and technology, or the engineering and technology subject area, and you see in the description that the test includes 45 tasks, 28 entry-level tasks, 13 intermediate and advanced level tasks. And as you can see, for each task, you will have a different number of points. So it's very easy, once again, to find these things under the subject title, in the subject section on our website. So very easy to remember. And then another question that I can see keeps coming, which is how much or how many scholarships are awarded. We don't know yet the number of the scholarship yet, but judging by the number which we got last year, actually the number was quite impressive, 1,500 scholarships, which is 1,500 scholarships covering all educational expenses of 1,500 international students, which I think is like quite impressive, really impressive. And once again, I said that actually these scholarships are awarded by the Association of Global Universities in collaboration with the Ministry of Science and Higher Education of Russia, actually the government of the Russian Federation. And I see again questions about the online test, where you can find this test, and I've just commented on it. And also whether this or that number of points, whether it is enough to get to the second stage. Well, the exact number of points, as my colleagues have already replied, will be known later in November. And again, you will get this information on your or through your personal account. What is the difference between winners and prize winners, or runners-up, as this is the term that we use? The difference is that runners-up actually, or prize winners, depending on which term you choose, are those who also scored very high, but not high enough to become the winners. But if one of the winners, as I said in my presentation, for one reason or another, may decide not to come, not to use this opportunity to study tuition free in Russia, then one of the prize winners, one of the runners-up, will take this opportunity and enjoy the same rights. So as I said, life is sometimes unpredictable, and people may reconsider, may have other plans, or for medical reasons, whatever reason might be. And this means that this scholarship will be vacant, and one of the runners-up will take the scholarship and enjoy absolutely the same rights as those of the winners. Okay. What kind of documents do we have to do in order to get accommodation? I'm sure this is a question which actually Ekaterina can take, and I would like also to now give the floor to Ekaterina. Maybe Ekaterina, you can answer this question: how to apply for accommodation when this or that participant comes to your university, how to get accommodation. And maybe you can answer some of the very last questions before we close our today's session.
How to get accommodation? So students should come to the international department, to the office, depends on his country, so Asian countries or the Middle East countries office, and he should collect all the documents, passport, document of education with translations and so on. And my colleagues will give him all the necessary documents for accommodation, for medical insurance, and so on. So all the things all the process, you should begin from the International Department of People's Friendship University of Russia.
But I think I have a feeling that this is a general rule. So whatever university our participants choose, they should always contact the, of course, yeah,
Of
after
course.
they have applied the international office. So there's another question. So does a university have bachelor for software engineering in English? So this question
In
keeps
Russian.
repeating. Yeah, in Russian
Russian
only.
language.
Yes. In Russian, yes. So first of all, our participants will have to take a preparatory Russian language course. Yeah, okay. Would you like to take some other questions or have you already answered most of them?
I answered most of them. I can send the list of our emails to the chat. So please
Yeah,
follow.
and then, excuse my interrupting, conditions in the dormitory. So what is available in dormitories? So in your dormitories, do you have like all amenities like washing machines, kitchen? So how many
Of
students in
course,
one room?
we
Stuff like
have
that.
kitchens and all the necessary conditions. So if you want to see it by yourself, so you can go to our website. You can follow our website. Choose the section live accommodation, and there you will find all the necessary information about conditions of our accommodations. People's
Thank
friendship.
you. Yeah,
I
thank
will
you,
send I
Ekaterina.
will send the link to the chat, so please follow it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Yes.
Thank you. So, and
Yeah.
please, dear friends, good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ekaterina. So I can see, thank you very much. We still have some 1 or 2 minutes. So if there are questions about your university, you can answer, I'm sure. And also, please send the link to the resources that you wanted to our participants to get. Okay, so that was that. And we are about to close our today's session. And as I can see, there were so many questions, and my colleagues from the project office have answered a lot of questions, and questions keep coming. And I would like to once again advise all our participants to check the websites of the universities, because, of course, it's very difficult for us to say like today whether this or that university runs this or that degree programs, whether this or that program is run in English or in Russian. It's very easy to choose. If you make use of our website, click on the icon of the university, find the landing page of the university, and then under the section either admission or education, you will have a list of degree programs with the languages specified. So I'm absolutely sure that you will find this info on the website of each university, because it's in our interest, in the interest of every university, to welcome you, to attract international students. So all the information is there for you, and it's very easy to find if you use the website of the university. Okay. And once again, I would like to remind you that if you have not received the answer to your question during this session, because the time, our time is limited, and today we have more than 200 participants. At some point it was 220, now it's still over 200, and questions keep coming, and some questions are very specific and they require a more detailed answer. Please contact the project office if you feel some clarification for your particular circumstances. So universities are there for you, international offices are there for you, and of course the project office, my colleagues from the project office are also there for you to help and assist in your preparation or in your participation in the stages of the Open Doors competition. And having said that, I would like to thank Ekaterina for her very detailed presentation, giving us once again a very good idea of what Patrice Lumumba People's Friendship University of Russia has to offer, and it has to offer a lot, actually. And thank you very much, Ekaterina.
Thank you.
And I would like to thank all participants about today's webinar, for being so active, for showing their interest in the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project, in coming to Russia and studying in Russia, learning more about the culture of the country and all the rich opportunities that we have to offer. And of course, last but not least, I would like to thank my colleagues from the project office for helping me in moderating today's seminar, in answering the many questions that we got from our participants. So I would like to wish all participants good luck and hope to see you all in Russia. Thank you very much and goodbye.